Hey, great, I'm back, and dear friends, yeah, I hope you're well and that you can join me in trying to change negativity into positivity, or something we like, something we don't like, into something we like. And that can be anything. That can make the children stop crying. It can make the 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 birds sing. It can make the sun come out. It can do anything. It's really good if we can do that. So I'm going to try by telling you what I do when I want to make badness or something bad or something unpleasant change into something good. I'm not talking about cruel things or disgusting things or unpleasant things happening to people. I'm talking about what we don't like and what we like, what we don't like and what we like. So I'll tell you how I do that. So we encourage goodness when we actually get the chance to. If we realise that that's what we want to do. If we haven't got goodness, we can only encourage it. If you see what I mean. If it's negative, we have to encourage goodness. So we encourage goodness if we see that we can actually look at negativity and see that by believing we can change it, by believing we can actually look at the little things in it, the little things like the way it carries on when we allow it to, and the way we can listen and also be a part of it and also listen to it. We can be a part of it and we can listen to it at the same time. So if we imagine it starting to work towards goodness, if we imagine that we're changing it, we're actually changing it, and we're affecting it in the way that we are putting hope into everything that was negative. Everything that was negative, we are transferring our hope into it, that it will, and our belief that it will change. We can actually make it become a something we enjoy and something we can build for a better occasion. So we can change the reality we believe in when we make by believing we can make a difference to it, and what comes after it will be better if we do that. So we can't change we mustn't try and change the bad things that are obviously unchangeable, that are disgusting or cruel or very bad for people to experience. We can't do that. We can't change that. We have to find a way to help if we can, but we can't change it. Those people will always exist and we can't do anything about it. But when a child is crying, for instance, if you hear a child crying and you think it's upsetting me because I feel for that child, I feel that that child has been crying too long or something like that, or they've been in pain, or you can hear they're in pain. Obviously you want to believe that will stop and you can do something to help. But what about you can do something to help? You can believe that you can make the sound of the voice become good. Every time you hear a voice, you can make it become good. That's because every voice has what's the word? Every voice has inflections. And when you hear an inflection, you are actually allowing the voice to make music. And that is when you allow it to go off by itself. So you don't have control of it. You just let it run by itself. And that is a child crying. A child crying also has inflection. A child crying also has inflection. So let the voice carry on. Let the voice just carry on. And say, well, I love it because of the inflections. I love it because I can look at myself and I can see myself in that voice. I can actually see that it runs away by itself. I can reset myself every time I wonder how to improve it. Every time I want to improve the voice, I can just reset my ears, I can reset my hearing, and I can start again and make the voice Magic. Absolutely magic if I do that. So some people think, well, children crying is not a big deal. They cry all the time. They cry more than adults, so we don't worry about children crying. But some people do. Some people actually care about when children cry, and it means a lot to them. Their sorrow means a lot to these people. So it causes them pain. It causes some people pain when they hear children crying. And all I can say is just believe and remember that children are very sensitive to sound and vibrations of positivity and negativity. And these can be shared with adults when we know we are doing good to the children who are not only listening but are everywhere in the world and who are connected to the children in front of us. So we change the world when we stop the children crying. We change the world. Kindness to a child is particularly poignant because there is no reward in it except to make that moment better. Children often live in the moment. They live very much in the moment. And when we actually make a child smile or stop them crying, we are loving the moment. We are loving each moment that happens. And and to love children for that reason is the way to enjoy your life. It's the way to enjoy moments and to improve yourself, to improve your vision of contact with your own childhood and your own lives of others, because everyone is a child. They just grow up and they get used to being a child. They do not grow into adults. They just get used to being children. We're all children. We just grown into the pot. That's all we have. We've just grown into it. I think I've said enough. I'll leave it there. I don't want to talk too much. I've talked a lot, so I'll leave it there. Okay, I'll tell you the time. It's 34 minutes past 1, and it's Saturday in the afternoon. 34 minutes past 1 in the afternoon, Saturday the 24th of August. Right, I will leave it there and catch you later. Right, have a good one. Bye.